Hello learners, welcome to my channel. The birthday kitten. It was Peter's birthday, and will you believe it? All he had was one card and one present. Peter lived with his Aunt Sally, and she did not really know what small boys liked. So Peter's one present was a new pair of socks. And socks are not at all exciting. And they for a birthday? I did so want that big book of adventure stories in the bookshop, thought poor Peter as he pulled out on his new socks. Peter went to school as usual, and because it was his birthday, the children clapped their hands 8 times for him. He was 8. On his way to home, he saw something under a hedge, and he looked to see what it was. At first, he thought it was a big grey mouse. But it wasn't. It was a tiny kitten. Peter could not think how it had come there, for there was no house near. It was mewing as the weather was cold and the kitten was hungry. Peter was kind and he bent over the tiny creature. "You poor little thing, I can't leave you here. I shall take you home under my coat." So he popped the tiny creature inside his coat. It did feel nice there and ran home with it. He knocked the door, but Aunt Sally was not pleased to see it. She said Peter could only keep it if it lived outside in the shed. So Peter decided to make a warm bed there and fed it every day himself. The kitten loved Peter very much and always ran to welcome him home from school. One morning, the school teacher said that the children would have a pet show. They could each bring their pets and she would look at them all and see which was the best cared for. So, of course, Peter brought his cat along too. It was still a kitten, but big and fat, and its striped fur was soft as silk. It was fun that day at school. Ellen brought her canary in a cage, John brought his dog, and so did George. Mary took her white rabbit, and Doris had a tortoise. But it was asleep in the box for the winter, and they did not wake it. Harry had a cat, and so did Nellie. And of course Peter had his kitten, which he said was his birthday kitten because he had found it on his birthday. The teacher looked hard at every animal and bird. She said they all looked well cared for and happy. But when she came to Peter's kitten, purring loudly and looking so fat and silky and sleek, she really could not help picking it up to stroke it. "Peter, your kitten wins the prize. She is simply beautiful, quite perfect. I can see you love her and look after her well. Come and fetch your prize." And do you think the prize was? Guess. Yes, it was the big book of adventure stories. "You are a real birthday kitten. You have brought me the birthday present I wanted so badly. I love you, kitten." Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to watch new videos.